coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Let's go, let's get it, let's do it. We on the countdown, baby. We on the countdown. Meet and greet in full effect, man. It's coming into fruition. Everything is coming together, man. We're trying, we're pushing. No matter what is going down. You hear me? Get your tickets today, not tomorrow, today. You understand? If you ain't got them already, if you got them already, big love to you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to meet and greet you. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Let's go, let's get it. November the 30th. November the 30th. I will be out and about around the hotel on the 29th as well if you're coming in from out of town. But November the 30th, man, is going down Hampton, Virginia. Check my shorts. Check my posts in my community. Check my Instagram. It's everywhere. You can find the information. Contact Jay Hardcore at Hardcore Boxing News. You can cash app him there and say hashtag tickets, and you'll get your tickets, man. $30 per ticket. You understand me? You can cash app him $10 and get in the raffle, man, and win you a 75-inch TV. $25 to get your 3 tickets. And also, if you can't be there, man, and you just want to help make it a great event, and you rock with the movement, and you feel we worth the blessings, you can send donations, man. Hardcore Boxing News, cash out, man. I appreciate you. Big love. TBP Nation, stand up, man. We out here, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, man. This Morning Mud, man. Shout out to everybody in the Morning Mud, man. You know, I was going to make a video today. You know, every day I don't never know what video I'm going to make. I come off the top of my head, whatever I'm thinking about, whatever is in my memory at the time. Y'all talk so much this morning in the Morning Mud about slapping people, man. I guess y'all want to slap somebody, man. So, let me try to explain what somebody is saying to you or what the meaning of a slap is in prison, right? First and foremost, I'm assuming y'all know this. It being grown folks, you don't slap a grown man in his face, man, unless you prepared to go the full mile, because in prison, you know, like I say, violence is key, man. Violence is the universal language. So when you smack a man, knowing that you're in a violent place, if you smack a man, you are more or less saying that man is less than a man. You saying that man is the B word. You saying that man is soft. If you feel like you can slap him, meaning that you feel like you want to do some physical harm to him, and you don't feel like he is a threat, so you just slap him just to try to get him in line, just to try to correct him, just to try to belittle him, just to try to, show your superiority over him. So you basically saying, this man is less than a man. I don't have to beat him down. I don't have to put the Bethlehem in him. I just smack him like a child. So it's like one of the ultimate disrespects, just as if he spit on you or spit in your face. So smacking a man in prison is saying that the man is less than a man. So that's an understood language in prison. So when somebody smack you, like I said, I know it sounds strange. You would rather him punch you in your face, or you would rather him come at you with the Bethlehem, or come at you how he coming, than to smack you, because he's not only trying to humiliate you, but he's sending a message to the rest of the penitentiary that you soft, right? So if he's sending that message in the penitentiary that you soft, oh, you go from having one problem to having thousands of problems, because now everybody believe this narrative. This is how everybody gonna approach you, as if you soft. So you have to correct that. If you don't correct that, that's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to sue first thing out of their mouth. Any altercation, any disagreement, any argument, oh man, shut up, man. Slap the fire out you and you ain't do nothing. That's the narrative. That's what people going to come with. So you either going to deal with it, when or if it happens, or you gonna deal with it down the line. You know. Now have I seen jokers get slapped? Several. 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 I've seen, man, listen, I told y'all before. Man, the rumor is Sam Pitt slapped dude and broke his jaw with an open hand. Broke his jaw. You understand? And I got that on good authority. So, but I've seen several dudes get smacked. Now, I've seen dudes do something about it. I've seen dudes do a lot about it. I've seen dudes do absolutely nothing about it. I seen a dude slap a dude before, smacked him so hard and so loud, everybody in the block turned around and looked. It just went off like a cannon. Wow! And then his mouth was bleeding and it was coming down and he went to wipe it off. And dude said, "You wipe it off, I'll smack you again. I wish you would." He's stopped at mid-wipe. That's how terrified he was. That's how terrified he was, man. And when I see things like that in prison or anywhere, but more so in prison because I know I'm in this environment, I'm in this cage. So I know these are possibilities. These are things that can happen. Man, it makes my skin crawl, man. I get eyes, man, because I be like, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's no way. Ain't nobody slapping me and don't pay for slapping me, So, you know, it's hard to explain, man, because dudes are built different. Dudes have their own, mentality of how they gonna deal with things. Now, mind you, I've seen dudes get slapped and take it because they felt like the odds was against them, and I seen them come back like Return of the Jedi. you know, Bow, smack on a basketball court. But he feel he can't whoop. But the next day, the very next day, going to breakfast, he run right up behind him and took off running. Left about 4 holes in him. And he out there screaming like, a swarm of killer bees on him. And he started rumbling and stumbling and falling. And he trying to run the medical. Because the police ain't even hip to what's going on yet. He trying to run the medical and they grabbing him like he running up to the administration. He said, "I've been stabbed, man. I'm playing. He trying to rip his clothes off because that pain was so great. But he put himself in that position because he had the audacity to think that he could slap a grown man with no repercussion. So you got to factor that in too from the man that's getting slapped. You got to factor in that he's going to feel so, emasculated that you think you can slap me and you ain't hiding, you ain't running, you still gonna operate and move around me as if you didn't just smack me. That's some kahunas, man. That's some big kahunas, man. Real talk. So, and that's just the way I see it. Other people may see it different. Because like I said, I seen dudes get smacked and they just humble themselves like it ain't nothing. Come out the next day, move around in the pod, acting like they ain't get, fire slapped from them. You know, I seen dudes get slapped so hard in the face, man, the handprint is on their face. And they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, I have even told y'all stories about before. I remember old boy, old boy owed him that money. His name is in here. I ain't really get Danny. I ain't gonna say his last name. But when he owed, my man that money, man, Puerto Rican joker. And he put up on him about the money and he tried to boss up on him like, "Man, I told you I'm gonna give you the money." He said, "No, man, I told you." Bow, slapped him. And it was simultaneously. As soon as he slapped him, and pulled it out. And was down on him. And the only thing that saved him is he had good legs. He came down them stairs, missing every other stair. He was running for his life. Dude was down on him. You know, I done seen dudes in the pot take off and slap. You don't know what the dude got on him. You don't know what the dude responded. You trying to read the situation or read the dude, but if you miscalculate, you can end up late, man. I seen dude smack a dude in the park. Same thing. Smack at the poker table. Bow. As soon as he smacked him, pulled out. He bagged up. Oh, oh. He tried to fight him off, and dude is on him like, what's up? No, what's up? Smack me again. Smack me. He was gone. If dudes don't come save him, he gone. They like, hey man, y'all hold up, hold up. So he turned around because he's nervous now because he don't know if somebody gonna jump, but he brandishing that jump and he letting them know. Yeah, and he started leaking, start coming right through his shirt, right through his shirt. Then he started feeling like getting weak. He run straight to the booth and tell, I gotta go. I'm stabbed, man, I'm stabbed. You know, and that's what's gonna happen when you put your hands on somebody, and let alone smack them and thinking that you're dealing with somebody. This soft, that somebody's gonna accept that somebody's gonna take that, you know. But it happens because you see, like I say, everything is being watched. You'll see somebody else do it and they get away with it. You may think you can do it and you may think you gonna get away with it, but it might not work out like that. From the biggest to the baddest to the toughest, it might not work out like that. That Bethlehem will neutralize and equalize every size, color, shape, age, reputation, whatever it is. That's what it's gonna do. It's just a matter of who willing to pick it up and who willing to use it. You understand? So, you know, when you make these type of moves or you make these type of decisions in prison, man, or anywhere on the street, you better be prepared for what may come behind it. You know, I remember I told y'all to do Big Fleetwood. I spoke with him before. Remember, so you do Smack Fleetwood and knock his glasses off. I've been around Fleetwood probably about better part of 25 years. I ain't never seen him without glasses. You know what I'm saying? And man, he smacked Fleetwood and broke them glass. Fleetwood almost beat that man to death. To death. He was more mad about it. He broke my glasses. He felt more disrespected that his glasses was broke than he did the smack. You did? So it is what it is, man. But you know, like I say, and then you got dudes like Bo Billy. Bo Billy is a habitual slapper. Bo Billy is a habitual slapper. He will slap a joker off the rip. Who you? Bow. He'll slap, you know, but he ready. He ready for what comes behind it. If you do it, you got to know and be prepared for what comes behind it. But like I say, it's a calculation. And you cannot have a miscalculation. Because you forever got to be looking over your shoulders after you do something like that, if you allow that person to remain around you. And see, that's another psychology of why dudes will smack a dude, because he really don't want to go to jail. He really don't. But he still want to send a message. So he thinking that this dude is soft enough where I can smack him and I ain't got to get locked up and I get my point across. Hey man, get my money, man. I'm gonna get your money, man. Bow! Man, get my money, man. Before I get my money. If I see you again, it's gonna be, get my money. And then the dude see him the next time he has money. But first of all, he don't do nothing about the slap. He may feel comfortable with that. But they got this thing in the penitentiary. It's just like what they do to little babies out here on, you know, they firstborn and they crying and you rock them to sleep. Yeah, the same thing in the penitentiary. They rock you to sleep. They act like ain't nothing going on. They act like you got that. You got that. You did that. It's cool. Might be a week, might be a month, might be a year. Depends on who you're dealing with. Might play long con. Might go 2 years, you know. And they come right up behind you and they'll take you away from here. They'll take you away from here. The scared man is the man that will take your life because he's going to overdo what he's trying to do to you because he's scared. He's scared that if you can recoup from what he do to you, or you can, you know, rejuvenate and get at him, then he feel like he might die. So he's going to overcompensate. He might stab you in your neck. He might stab you in your face, your eye, and continue to stab you and then try to take off running so he can get in safety. But that overcompensation is going to be at the expense of your life. You understand? But he feel compelled to do something. But he got to do something that's extreme. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a dangerous, dangerous, dangerous situation, man. It is a dangerous situation, period, if you put your hands on somebody in the penitentiary. Now, with that being said, somebody put their hands on somebody in the penitentiary every day. Every single day of the penitentiary, somebody is getting touched. That's a fact. That's a fact. So with that being said, you know you're in a dangerous environment because it is a dangerous situation to put your hands on a grown man. You understand? And it happens every day. So this is what creates the violent environment because you don't never know what's gonna happen day to day. But you do know something is gonna happen. The thing is you gotta make sure it don't happen with you. And if it do happen with you, you gotta be prepared to do something about it. Period. That's just how it is. So when people say, hey man, I ain't had that prison one day. Yeah, well, I find it hard to believe, man. With my 12,000 plus days of experience, I find it hard to believe because I've seen people who don't bother nobody. I've seen people who just lay in the cut and whatever charge they got, I don't know, unbeknownst to me, but they just so meek and just mild and kind hearted in the penitentiary. I seen those people get taken cold advantage of. Cold advantage of. Just cause they ain't making enough noise. So people, they sniffing for fear in there. They sniff it out. Oh man, he too quiet. He don't do nothing. He got to be soft. Oh, he must got one of them funny charges. Oh, he must be scared. Oh, let me extort him. Oh, he weak. Oh man, yeah. So, it goes with the territory. But if in penitentiary, if a man smack you, he's saying that you're not a man and you don't deserve to be punched. You don't deserve the Bethlehem. You're not even worthy of me balling my fists up because you weak. You soft. So I'll smack you. Just the insinuation that if a man tell me I'll smack you if you don't shut up. Yeah, he would have to me, he would have been better off doing it because I'm already gonna hurt him right then and there. Yeah, straight up, I'm already going. Just the insinuation, just the accusation, you will smack who, when, where? Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, it had to be a dream. If you think you're gonna smack me and stay around me, I wouldn't care if you put armed guards around him. I'm gonna find a way to get to him. Yeah, so, but like I say, the audacity of people in prison, and I want to say this too, and this goes for everybody, because everybody bleed and everybody dies. That's a fact, to my knowledge. Everybody, you know, but the audacity to think that you can smack somebody, whether you get away with it or not. The audacity to think that you can smack a grown man and there be no repercussions shows a lack of your intellect. You know, it does. It shows a lack of your intellect, and you have to up your level of thinking as you progress in your wisdom and your age and your knowledge. I've smacked dudes. I'm not even gonna lie. I have. You know what I'm saying? And just by the grace of God and the squad, I didn't suffer the consequences that was possible for even me to suffer because it, it wasn't a to me when I did it. I can only speak for me. When I did it with the intent that somebody got me so mad at the time. And my philosophy was the same way where I told you that's how I know people do it. I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't want to get in trouble. And I knew the dude was running game and he playing with me, and I just was sending a message, don't play with me. This could get worse. Pow! You know what I'm saying? This could get worse. But it was an estimation. I estimated that he wouldn't do nothing. It was a calculation. I calculated that he wouldn't do nothing. But what I was telling him he better do, owe me money, you know. But I could have miscalculated. You know what I'm saying? And it could have cost me everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have caught me unaware. Now, I ain't never put my hands on nobody in the penitentiary, and ain't never from then on keep a, Steve Austin eye on him. And for you young folks who don't know what Steve Austin is, that's a $6 million man. I kept a eye on him when he moved around me. But at the same time, anybody can get caught slipping, man. And guess what? Slips count too. Slip count too. Slips count too. But it's just the environment, man. But it's messages being sent with everything that's done in the penitentiary, because everything that's done in the penitentiary is being either seen or heard. It's being seen or heard if it happens in the penitentiary. And then after being seen or heard, it's being talked about. It's being talked about. And it's that's going to bring more drama to your life, depending on what end of the spectrum you on and what's being talked about. But man, yeah, dudes get slapped in the penitentiary, but it's understood. It's understood. It's unwritten law that if you can smack them, you don't respect them at all. If you respect them and you had a beef with them, you would try to eliminate them. You would try to, get rid of them, because that's just how it goes. But if you don't respect them at all, you just smack them. You rooted poop. You just nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. It's one of them things. Is like surgery. You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong, because if you be wrong, you can get gone. You can get gone. I told you, a scared man will overcompensate, and his overcompensation will lead to your demise. It will lead to your demise. That's a fact. And you if you don't learn that lesson fast, and you walk around and you quick to take off on somebody, you won't do what you got to do in the penitentiary. It might be too late for you to learn it by the time you should have learned it. So but like I said, I've seen it a lot. But anyway, y'all had me talking about slapping, you dig? So keep your hands to yourself. The life you save may be your own. Bankology 101. Keep your hands to yourself. Life you save might be your own. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all show up in the meet and greet. Man, y'all send a donation if you so inclined. Get in the raffle. Take a hunch and win a bunch. And go follow me on Facebook, man. Banky Pound for Pound. We trying to get 10,000 subs over there, man, so we can start pushing videos over there too. This message got to get out, and it's going to get out, and I need y'all to help me do it. We low on the subs. We ain't been getting subs. Y'all ain't telling a friend to tell a friend no more. Y'all done got complacent. Y'all done got comfortable. That's one thing you don't do in the penitentiary. You never get comfortable. So we got to get back on the grind. We got 100K. Now we need 200K. Then we going to need 3. Then we going to need 4. The work ain't never done. Just like this message, it got to keep going out there, getting in their ears so it can get in their head, so it can get in their heart, so it can get in their soul, so they'll never get in the penitentiary. You heard me? Salute, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And duck them hooks. Somebody better tell Jake Paul to duck him tonight, because it's fight night, baby. I predict somebody going to sleep.
The bacon special. Yeah. Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.